Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're listening to me. My name is Rita Butit. I am from Kenya. I'm in my final year of my law degree, and one of the things I would say about teamwork, I think the first encounter I had with teamwork is when I joined campus, and now we're in class and the lecturer says we have to do our cuts in groups and form a team and discuss the material he sent us and then present it to class in the next day. So I think that was my first interaction with teamwork, and I feel like that was the first point that I learned how to socialize with people and to network and to also understand the ideas and to try and also work together to create a presentation, or be it a continuous assessment test marks, so that we'd get like really good marks. And also, speaking as the secretary of my law school student association, I think working with my executive council has also shaped my definition of what teamwork really means, because it means bringing up ideas. Everyone has an idea they want to bring up about a particular event or a particular competition we'd like to host, and everyone has different ideas. We match them together and try and form something that's inclusive of everyone, and everyone can feel like they had a part or took part in bringing this whole event or competition. So that's what really solidified my belief in teamwork. Yes.
Hello, my name is Ruth Jebet Kiplagat. I'm a final year law student in Canberra Law School that is located in Kenya. Throughout my law school journey, I have been fortunate enough to serve various leadership positions, including in 2023 when I served as the Secretary General to the Students Association, in 2024 when I served as the Moot and Debate Coordinator alongside being a chairperson for the Center for Legal Aid and Clinical Legal Education Student Committee, and currently in 2025, I serve as the student coordinator for a reading program known as the Avid Readers Forum. In each and every one of these positions, teamwork has stood out as an important principle that has helped to drive the teams that I work with and the people that I work for. This is because the spirit of teamwork enforces the idea that every individual who raises their voice is heard and feels that their voice is validated and is actually actualized. Since there's no I in we, in every single position and in every single team that I have been part of, I have tried to ensure that its members and their members and my members felt validated, encouraged, and motivated. And through embodying these values, I believe that it has resulted to having a competent and well-driven team that can be able to be confident in the decisions that it makes, and its ability to deliver change to the people that they serve. Thank you.
To be a great team leader or team player, you must learn to communicate effectively while working with people. It's important because it helps to build trust, encourage participation, and ultimately impacts the quality of the team effort. You might discover that a team where members feel unheard, unappreciated, and disrespected will probably not perform at its best. And this is why key communication skills such as active listening, constructive feedback, and navigating conflict make teamwork more effective. But how can you harness these components to become a better team player? First, active listening. Active listening goes beyond just hearing words. It involves being fully present with the speaker, Listening to understand rather than merely waiting to respond, as most people do, means paying attention to not just the words of a teammate, but also non-verbal cues such as facial expressions, gesticulations, and voice tone. Some surefire tips to help improve active listening would be to number one, maintain eye contact while a teammate is speaking and put away distracting devices. This assures the speaker that they have your full attention, making them feel heard and respected. Number two, avoid making frequent and unnecessary interruptions as this can frustrate the teammate's efforts to communicate their thoughts. If this happens very often, they might feel like their opinion is not valued and will be reluctant to share their opinions. Now, thirdly, would be to clarify and paraphrase their words to ensure that you've understood them perfectly well. Say things like, if I understood you correctly, you're saying this and that. The second component is constructive feedback. In situations where you feel like something wasn't done right or could have been done better, ensure to communicate this thought to your teammates in a positive and very respectful manner. The idea is to avoid putting a teammate down. So instead of blatantly saying, your strategy was poor and it set us back, you can consider saying, oh, I think we might perform better if we consider a different strategy. The last component involves navigating conflict. It's important that when conflict arises during team efforts, and this is quite inevitable, we should be careful not to allow our emotions get the best of us. Try to stay calm and composed while focusing on the solution rather than dwelling on the problem. Use active listening to understand the various perspectives and viewpoints of your teammates and collaboratively consider the pros and cons of each suggestion in order to reach the best decision. I believe that if you master these three components, you'll become better at communicating and improve your ability to work successfully within teams, whether large or small.
Teamwork and collaboration is something that challenges you to step beyond your individual thinking. It requires understanding that you are not alone, and in order for your team to be impactful and great, you have to work together. And from my past experience, I have learned that once you surrender to the process of teamwork and collaboration, better results become easier to achieve. However, it does come with its challenges from time to time. For example, you and your partner may have opposing opinions, methods of working, arguing, drafting, preparing. You may even have differences in personalities or ways of thinking. However, it all boils down to finding your voices within the partnership and making them one. You have to move in unison, work in union, speak with, and carry the same rigor and passion. And so the main ingredient to a successful team is making your voice one.
Hello, so my name is Rashmi Jain. I'm a final year law student at Indore Institute of Law, India. I have been actively involved in leadership roles since school, and during law school, I took on various leadership positions, including serving as the co-convener of Moot Society, where we organize national and international moot court competitions. I'm also the founder of Beyond the Brief, a podcast aiming at bridging the gap for law students and help them navigate their career paths. One of the most important qualities of a leader, in my opinion, is decision making. As a leader, you have to make decisions and take full accountability for them. When you take responsibility for your actions and stand by your team, they also start taking ownership of their work. Another key aspect of leadership is building strong relationships with your team. Personally, I believe in being friends with my team members, grabbing a coffee together, chatting about our favorite movies, sports, or hobbies. These little things strengthen our bond. And let's be honest, working with friends is much more enjoyable than working with just teammates. Lastly, empathy is a non-negotiable skill for a leader. You need to be approachable and understanding, but not a people pleaser. Leadership isn't about being overly strict or overly lenient. It's about balance. Sometimes you may need to be firm to get the work done, but If you can also share a laugh and make things even later, your team will truly enjoy working with you.